Greetings, my wonderful people. It's your lady Grace Mark once more. Today I had visited a farmer who rears some fish, and I was just admiring what he normally does or what he has in his farm. Again, I had gone to fetch some fishlings for my fish pond. This farmer has got 3 big ponds. 2 of them are cemented. They are cemented with the waterproof cement, and the last one is just made of a polythene paper like the one I showed you in my previous video. So on this first pond here, he had opened the outlet to let the dirty water out, and opened the inlet. Now fresh water was entering the pond, so he had to transfer the fish on this small pond here. That is how he does. That is how he normally does when he's transferring the fish from one pond to the other. Those are big fish, like 3 months old. So that is how he does it. You fetch and then make sure the fish are not out of the water for more than like 10 seconds or more, and you let them swim on their own. So that is how it is done. That is how it is done. And even when harvesting the fishlings, also that is how we do it. So that's just a small pond that he uses when transferring fish from one pond to the other. And the 2 white strings that you see, those are oxygen pipes to enhance the breathing system of the fish. Others are electrical, but this one is solar generated. So even if you don't have electricity in your farm, you can just use solar. That's the machine. Now we are moving to the next pond. So this is how we enjoy when we visit our farmers. This was just a farm visit, and lucky enough it was feeding time. So I was trying to feed the fish, and one thing that I learned from the fish, or one habit that I learned from the fish, feeding time has to be constant. If you are used to feed the fish at 9 a.m., then it should be 9 a.m. every day. You shouldn't change the time pattern. And also the position. The position or the corner where you throw the feeds to the fish has to be a permanent position. You shouldn't change. You shouldn't stand randomly. So fish have adaptability. So the adaptability of the fish is very high. If it is 9 a.m., they adapt to the time, and if it has a certain corner where you normally stand, you will find that if it reaches 9 a.m. and you are not there, you will see them on top of the water waiting. That was very interesting. That was very interesting. So that's the starter for the fish. It is normally given to fish below 1 month, 1 month and below. So you can just use any starter or any company that you feel like you are comfortable with, provided it's fish starter. Given to fish 1 month, aged 1 month and below. If it is above 1 month, then we use the fish growers pellets. So the house that you see there is a poultry house. It is built just against the fish pond, because even the waste, the poultry waste, is very important to the fish. Acts like food to them. It is food to the fish. The poultry droppings is a nutritious food for the fish. So you can just copy from the video, guys, and make your own fish pond at home. There's no need of you going to the butcheries and buy some fish. And it is wonderful that you can also plow or plant some vegetables or maize or anything using this water. When this water becomes dirty, you have to renew it by using the outlet. So you don't just pour the water out, but you can use it for irrigation, like how my farmer does it here. When he opens the outlet, he directs it to the farm where he plants some vegetables. So look at the beautiful fish pond. This fish pond is very big, guys. I didn't ask the measurement, but it looks like a very big fish pond. I think it goes like around 50 meters. I don't know. I don't know how to estimate. I didn't ask. I'm sorry. But it is a big, 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 big fish pond. He says he has over 5,000 fishlings inside here. This is where we fetched the fishlings, guys. I will show you that in my next video, how we fetched the fishlings and how we placed them on our fish pond, the previous video. So that's the feeding point. I was lucky to feed his fish that day. That's the feeding position, I mean. So these ones are above 1 month. So whatever we are giving them here is called growers pellets, fish growers pellets. So that is how farming is beautiful, guys. That is how beautiful farming is. Yeah, I was trying to explain some things there. He was trying to explain me some things. Remember, guys, I am an agronomist by profession. I know much things about crops, but not animals. So when I do some farm visits, guys, I learn so much. I learn so many things, guys. See how they're coming out to feed on the pellets. Very beautiful. I'm sorry I didn't zoom the camera, but those bubbles you see are the fish coming up to feed on the pellets. Those are the fish. We were seeing them clearly, but because of the green coloring matter, it's very difficult for the camera to zoom and see the fish. So that is how beautiful agriculture is, and I'm glad I learned some tips here so that I can apply it. I can apply them on my farm and economize money, because if the fish pond that I did, when the water becomes dirty, I will be using that water for irrigation. It is highly productive. It is rich in nitrogen and also phosphorus for root development of the crops. See how beautiful the structure is, guys. See how beautiful the fish pond is. Just a little space. Doesn't require bigger spaces. So this farmer does some mixed farming. Here he rears some fish and also plants some crops. He had planted